The papyrus, put it on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you see how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive.
Hello, welcome to the Papyrus TV News Updates. 4 years again for Ododo, Senator Diri and Senator Uzodinma. The Supreme Court, in a long drawn-out proceedings on Friday, the 23rd of August 2024, affirmed the election of 3 sitting governors. The governors include that of Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo State. On the governor of Kogi State, Governor Usman Ododo, the dismissed appeal was filed by the governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party, Yakubu Muritala Ajaka, who the appeal said failed in his bid to invalidate the November 11, 2023 governorship election of Usman Ahmed Ododo. In a lead judgment delivered by Justice Sadiq Abubakar Umar, the Apex Court threw out the appeal of Ajaka after resolving all the 3 issues in dispute against him. The Supreme Court in united decision held that Ajaka failed to give cogent and viable evidence in the series of allegations against Ododo. Besides, Justice Umar said that most of the allegations were pre-elections matters which ought to have been taken to the Federal High Court for resolution before the election. The Supreme Court consequently dismissed the appeal but did not award costs against the appellants. Justice Umar upheld the decision of the Court of Appeal and the Kogi State Electoral Petition Tribunal, which had earlier dismissed the grievances of Ajaka against the elections. In the appeal against Senator Diri of Bayelsa State, the Apex Court affirmed his election after dismissing the appeal of Temipriye Silva, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the November 11 elections. In a common judgment, the 5-member Apex Court panel led by Justice Lawa Garba affirmed the Court of Appeal decision of July 15th, which deemed Silva's appeal as an abuse of court process for filing 2 notices of appeal. Placing reliance on section of the 1999 Constitution, the Apex Court panel held that the APC governorship candidate had only one right to appeal the judgment of the tribunal and not multiple. The court therefore faulted the APC governorship candidate who filed 2 notices of appeal to the appellant court. For Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, the appeal of the Labour Party governorship candidate Atta Ochono and that of PDP Samuel Anyanwu were rejected for want of merit by the Supreme Court and consequently upheld Uzodinma, a lawfully elected governor. In the lead judgment delivered by Mohammed Baba Idris, the LP and PDP gubernatorial candidates were said to have failed to establish allegations of overvoting and other malpractices against the November 11, 2023 polls. The undisputed decision of the Apex Court upheld the earlier decision of the Court of Appeal and that of the Imo State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, which dismissed the petition in their separate judgment in Abuja. The Supreme Court then dismissed 2 separate appeals filed by the Labour Party LP and the People's Democratic Party PDP against the declaration of Hope Uzodinma as the elected governor of Imo State. Moving on, in response to the judgment, Senator Diri said, I quote, "From the election and the tribunal to Supreme Court, we won 4-0. This is the triumph of truth over falsehood and evil. This is hope for democracy in Nigeria." He proceeded, "This victory is not for me. It is for the deputy governor. It is for the people of the state. We have started on a good grounds and we will not disappoint our people. We will even introduce new programs that will benefit our people." On his part, Governor Ododo says, and I quote, "I feel elated about our victory and how the judiciary held on to the point of law and stayed away from emotional blackmail and threats to ensure justice is served. The judiciary was threatened and blackmailed, but they remained resolute and ignored emotions. The victory is not all about me. It's about the people that trooped out on November 11, 2023 to vote for us, and we won the election resoundingly. The election was very transparent, fair, credible, and it is the most peaceful election in the history of our state. I call on our brothers in the opposition parties to come and join me to move Kogi State forward. It is now time for all of us to come together and discuss the affairs of our state towards achieving the greatness that we all wish for Kogi State. On his own part, speaking on the ruling of the Supreme Court judgment, Senator Hope Uzodinma of Imo State says, and I quote, "It is therefore with heart full of gratitude that I thank God Almighty for granting me another victory after I had also emerged victorious at the Tribunal and Court of Appeal. I express my gratitude to the Supreme Court for upholding the law despite the barrage of blackmail and intimidation by those who wanted sentiment to obfuscate justice. When Imo people overwhelmingly re-elected me last year as their governor, it was simply based on my sterling performance, which remains unprecedented in modern history of the state. During my second tenure inauguration, I pledged to serve them with renewed vigor, with honesty and transparency and accountability, and with the fear of God too. Today, with the Supreme Court victory, which I dedicate to all the people, irrespective of political or religious affiliation, I rededicate myself to service of the good people of Imo State, to my brothers who contested with me during the elections. I reinvite them to join me in the task of reinventing Imo to the state of our shared dream. My doors will continue to remain open to all Imo people genuinely committed to the betterment of our society. Now that all issues pertaining to elections have been resolved, let us all work for the people and progress of our dear states." This has been the Papyrus TV Africa.
The Papyrus.